Hey guys, welcome back. We are back with another book review. Today we are going to be reviewing Miss Jessie's Creating a Successful Business from Scratch Naturally by Miko Branch with TT Branch. And I want to first start off by saying to rest in peace to TT Branch. She passed away in 2014. And this book was published in 2015. So we want to definitely send our condolences to Miko Branch and the rest of the surviving family. I want to say this book is very good for anyone who is currently an entrepreneur, or you have an idea, or you're an aspiring entrepreneur. I would highly recommend this book. Even if you're not there yet and you're teetering on the brink of becoming an entrepreneur and you're simply just working and you have a 9-to-5 or you have some type of job, the things that she points out in this book are definitely true, and I can relate to some of these. For example, she says to incorporate your unique life story into your business dreams. And I can definitely relate to that by incorporating my own, conditions with my health into my my enterprise. And so I think that is definitely important. That needs to be one of the major things that is going to inspire your passion. Essentially, this book takes you on a journey from their humble beginnings in New York, and it takes you through all of their successes and all of their failures, and it also takes you right up into the point where their products began to be carried in Target stores nationwide. So that was, a huge win for them, and I was so excited for them to see them, as a small business go from a very successful small business, but to have a big brand retailer actually carry their products. So, it's you get attached to the story, especially the way they start out, how they grew up in New York and everything. And even them, going through some of the challenges that they had with certain businesses. They've had quite a few businesses, and I like how they actually put the 8 key ingredients in the back of the book. And so I just want to read these off. So number 1, common sense. Number 2, choose your people wisely. That is definitely true. You want to keep your circle small. Reciprocity, business karma, manage expectations, live within your means, don't be greedy, and never rest on your laurels. So I can definitely appreciate that. Just giving any type of insight, because a lot of times when you are first starting out, you want a mentor, and that might not be available. So you turn to inspirational people, or you try to read as much as you possibly can in order to find out all of the pitfalls, in order to avoid some of the mistakes. If you can see that smoke back there, that's my incense. So I'm not burning anything down. That's my incense. But yeah, you just want to read as much as you can to try to avoid anything that may hurt you as a business. You want to be careful about who you bring into your circle, and I'm very big on that. I keep a small circle anyway. And sometimes you just, you can get all the information that is available, and you can still make a mistake, just because some people are different types of learners. You have kinesthetic learners, you have visual learners, you have auditory learners, you have different types of learners. So I know for me, myself, I'm a kinesthetic learner. And so I have to actually do it in order for me to understand it. Sometimes I'm visual, but more so kinesthetic. And so, you can read all the books that you want, but until you actually do it, you're not going to understand what you are supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. This book, I would say keep this book. So if you were to go out and get it, keep this book, because if you're an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, because it gives you inspiration, it gives you a lot of tips, and it's okay to be selective. Miko seems like, based on what I've read in the book, it seems like she's a very private person. And I am, I could identify with some of the things that she was talking about, because, she does have a son, and she's very protective of, certain things. And I understandably, I agree. And so, I think it's really good how they were not only protective of one another, but very protective of the business. So a lot of times in the salon, when they first started out, there was no advertisement, there was no sign outside. It was only word of mouth, which I completely agree with, especially if you're two women by yourself. You have a baby in the salon with you. You have to move based on word of mouth, so that you can, kind of control some of the traffic that's coming through. I like this book particularly because it's two Black women. And it's hard to find that. I know when I was growing up, I had Oprah. I had some examples, but to actually, I guess, read it in print. Reading is different than seeing. So when you read something, it's like, how they say, like, the book is better than the movie? It's like that. You get attached to the antagonist, you get attached to the storyline, and you feel all these emotions, and you want to see the person win. So yeah, I definitely like this book, and it was a page turner. Let me tell you, I went through this book so fast. Oh my gosh, it was really good. And like I said, a lot of the things, the tips that they gave in this book, like they would, Miko would tell the story, and then she would put like a little note. If you can see that here, right here, she put a little note. Just to, I guess, once you got finished reading the page, you can go over and look at that little note that she put there, just to kind of summarize what she's talking about. And I could appreciate that, because even though it was really good, it helps focus on what she's trying to say. She also had some checklists in here. One of the checklists was the customer education checklist, and that was really good. But another thing that I really liked about this book, and not just the book, but the team that they had, was they were not afraid to turn away a customer. They were not afraid to turn away a potential deal. If it wasn't right, it wasn't right. And, some people will just try to make it work. But, at times they did turn away a client or a customer if the client was not, receptive to the expertise that they were giving to them. And I can totally identify with that, because if you have a level of expertise in a particular field and the customer is not listening, then you cannot help the customer to your fullest ability. So then it's left up to the customer. If you don't want to listen to me, I'm going to tell you what is going to happen. And so that you are fully aware, there's full disclosure of this is what's going to happen, and these are the consequences that you're going to have to deal with, you, the customer. So I can definitely relate to that. Yeah. But again, guys, it's called Creating a Successful Business from Scratch Naturally by Miko Branch with TT Branch. And in the back of the book, there's a special code. So if you want to go buy some Miss Jessie's, they give you a code. But you got to get the book for that. Okay? Until next time, guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.